In today's session, first I would like to recap what we see in our previous session. In our previous session, we started to discuss about calculation views. So, what is a calculation view? A calculation view can have data sources like attribute views, analytic views, calculation views, and tables. So these are different data sources that can supply data to a calculation view. So what are those? Attribute views can supply analytic views, calculation views, and tables. When you take data sources like attribute views or analytic views, we need to proceed to create calculation views of type cube. So whenever you would like to process attribute views or analytic views, we go create calculation views of type cube. When you want to create master data scenarios using a calculation view, then we create calculation views of type dimensions. So what is the purpose of calculation views of type dimensions? They're used to create for master data. Then when should we go create calculation views of type cube with star join? What is the scenario for cube with star join? So in today's session, what I would like to show you is, first I would like to quickly create a dimension model for the calculation view company code and time. So once I complete, then I will proceed with creation of cube with star join. Okay, so first I'll log into system. So let us log into system. Let us click connect. Click yes. So I'm logging into system. So let us log into Hana Studio. So click on SAP HANA, click on Hana Studio. So let us click OK. So Hana Studio is the user interface to work on SAP HANA. So let us log into Hana Studio. Let us right click on system, click log on. Password W capital welcome 123 W caps. Let us expand the content. So once we expand the content, so the other day we created a package called S4 master data 10. So I'll go to S4 master data 10. S4 master data 10. I think this is not the one. Here S4 master 10. So what I'll do very quickly is, first just quickly I'm going to create the calculation views of type dimension for company code. So I'll right click on the calculation view, click new. Let us give the name CV underscore Just quickly, I'm going to create this CV underscore company code, provide the description. Let us take the data category as dimension. So when should we go take dimension? What is the purpose of creating a dimension? For master data, whenever we select a dimension, let us enter the table TCURT. So I'm going to select from the best schema, not TCURT, it should be TVKO. So why I'm taking TVKO? The reason I'm taking TVKO because this table holds data related to sales organization. So what I would like to achieve, I would like to see in these company codes how many sales organizations I have. For example, in a company code called Germany, you have Frankfurt, Berlin. If you would like to see on each company code how many sales organizations I have, for this purpose I'm taking TVKOT. Sorry, TVKO. TVKO table is nothing but sales organization table. So I'm going to select from best schema, TVKO from best. So when you see this best, okay, here, and click OK. So in the join one, in the first join, what is this for? Let us right click, click rename. Now here, what is this for? This is for company code attributes. This is nothing but company code attribute. Click OK. So here you see, here you have the company code ID. I'm going to link this with company code. Whenever you join to attribute tables, now do we think TVKO is an attribute table or a text table? Now this is nothing but an attribute table. This table is not a text table. So then I would not select this as a text join. Now because this is an attribute table, Because this is an attribute table, I would not select it as a text join. So click view chars, view text, WAERS, currency ID, a sales organization. So company code ID, company code text, currency ID, and sales organization ID. So why am I selecting sales organization ID? Because I would like to see in each company code. So participants experiencing any audio issues? Because I just got a message, participants having some audio issues. Is everything fine, participants? Hope everything is perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. So here we can see, here you have the company code ID. In each company code, how many sales organizations you have. So I selected this column to the output. So now can we take more than 2 tables in one join condition? I cannot take more than 2 tables in one join condition. Now I have one more requirement. So from here, what are we trying to get? My company code ID, company code text, currency ID. Within each company code, with each company code is associated with what currency? I also would like to see the text of the currency. For example, USD, United States dollar, Saudi riyal, Philippines peso, Malaysian ringgits, Singapore dollars. So if you would like to see text for each of the company code ID, now please see here, when I right click on this, sorry, when you right click on this, click data preview, drag and drop WAERS to labels access, click on tables. Now what would you see here? Now these are nothing but company code IDs. But I would like to see how would I know what is CHF or COP or GBP unless and until I don't have text for these IDs. So what I'm going to do, I'll click back. I click back. So now what I'm going to do, again click on the join condition, click on the work area, link the output of the company code to this join. Then what is going to happen? The output of this company code attributes or the master. Now I'm seeing in the join one. Please see. So here you see the output. Now what is my requirement? I would like to see the currency text and sales organization text. So what I can do now, I'll right click on this join one and click rename. Then in here, I'm going to give it as currency text. Click OK. Now I'll click on this plus icon and let us enter the table TCURT. Let us enter the table TCURT and let us select from the best schema. Let us select this from best schema. So let us select this from best and click OK. Now please see. Now here you see there is a currency text. So link WAERS with WAERS. Why I'm trying to link this is the currency ID and here also it is currency ID. And here you have currency text. Currency text here is nothing but L text. So BUKRS, BU text, currency ID, this is sales organization ID, and this is currency text. Whenever you take a text, then what it is going to be? Now this is going to be text join. So join type is a text join. So I'll select this as text join and language column SPRS. Okay, participants. So by this, what I'm trying to achieve, here I can see the currency ID and here I can get the currency text. Now, what is my other requirement? So please see here, this is nothing but sales organization IDs. Same like currency ID, for sales organization ID, for each ID of the sales organization, I require text. So what I can do, again, I'll click on the join, and click on the work area. Now, participants, what is the difference between a text table and an attribute table? What is the difference between a text and an attribute table? An attribute table will not have text in different languages. A table that can store data or the descriptions in different languages, that is nothing but the text table. Like TCURT is a text table. Now this is an attribute table. What is an attribute table? A table that can contain more details about a business entity, like company code, currency of the company code, sales organization of the company code. Something which is giving more details about a business entity is nothing but an attribute table, and something which can hold descriptions in different languages is nothing but the text table. So in here, what I'm trying to do again, I link the output of the currency text and link to the, again, join one. So what I would like to achieve over here, right click on the join one, click rename. Now here, so basically you see this is all will come in the certification, because you see, I think someone is asking me whether it is relevant over here, but because you see this is all 20% of the questions will come in the certification, like the performance optimization using visualize plan. Now these data models need to be performance optimized. Otherwise what happens is it gives an adverse effect to business. When you're trying to run this in the back end and business is trying to enter data related to company codes, so what happens, it creates performance issues. So that also we will see. So after the modeling is done, what I'm going to show you is how we can do the performance tuning. Now even though it is not relevant, but we need to make sure that these models runs effectively whatever the complex scenarios that may have take. Now sometimes it may be a case, now here you're only seeing 3 steps. So this is step 1, this is step 2, and this is step 3. Now sometimes you can expect these steps until 99 steps. Like 99 join conditions you will see based on the business requirement, especially the standard deliver models by SAP. Okay, that will come to the later point of time when we discuss about project related issues. But for now, what I'm trying to show you is how this is built, how the solution is built. Anyways, SAP will provide its standard. Now, where are these standard models? Please see. Please see quickly here. Where can you see the standard for this? Go to SAP package, expand the SAP package, expand the HPA package, expand the simple finance package, expand the calculation views. Now you see this is already delivered by SAP, but always standard delivery will not be suitable. For example, cash flow. What is my cash flow statement? So in the cash flow statement here you can see the same model. Here it is using a projection. As a part of the projection, so here you can see for a cash flow, financial statement, display currency ledger, business area, company code, profit center. So all these data models are delivered by SAP. So how did we import these data models? Participants, how did we import these data models? Please see, click File, click Import. You see, there's something called Delivery Unit. Delivery Unit mode to import objects available at server or client location in the form of .tgz files. So who is going to provide these files? As a part of RDS solution, Rapid Deployment Solution. Now these are available in service.sap.com. We need to download these solutions from service.sap.com, import them into HANA Studio by using the Delivery Unit mode. This is a mode in which you would like to import these models. So once you import these models, now here you see when you click on the output, you can see the visualize plan. I'll show you later as a part of that. But just I'm trying to show you. If you would like to refer, participants can refer these models according to the requirement. But here we are seeing how these models are created. Because it's also necessary, we need to enhance. Every time SAP comes with the latest version of these models, they continuously enhance according to the requirement. Then we need to re-import them and overwrite. What kind of impact it can cause? How we can do the enhancements for the standard models? Okay, that we'll see at the later part. Okay, so here you can see company code, master data, the output of the company code. Here we're getting to the currency. So here you can see the currency details. The output of the currency. Now here you can see the join. So what I'm trying to get it over here. So in here I'm trying to get the sales organization text. So let us right click on this, click rename, and let us give the name sales underscore organization underscore text and click OK. Now, so once you see here, I'll click on the plus icon and let us enter the table TVKOT. What is TVKOT? Sales organization text. TVKOT from best schema. Select from the best schema and click OK. Now, let us link VKORG with VKORG, sales organization ID with sales organization ID. Let us select the company code ID, company code text, currency ID, currency text, sales organization ID, and sales organization text, vtext. Is nothing but sales organization text. Select the join. It's so simple actually. Once you learn this, every time you need to do the same stuff. So once done, now link the sales organization text to the projection. Click on the projection. So finally, please see company code ID text. sales organization ID, text. Currency ID, text. For each ID, you have a text. Finally, click on the semantics. Click on columns. Click on at least one key. Let us do label mapping or descriptive mapping. Let us map company code ID with company code text. Sales organization ID with sales organization text. Currency ID with currency text. And finally, click validate and click save and activate. And select the request and click finish. So once we click finish, let us go back to the package. Let us scroll to the top. S4 Hana master 10. So here we can see. So did I give anything wrong over here? Yes. I think here I need to give L text. Okay, thank you. Thank you, participants. So click on save and activate. So once we save and activate, let us go to the package. Let us scroll to the top. Let us enter S4 Hana master. S4 Hana master. Now let us right click on the CV company code. Let us click data preview. Click on raw data. Let us click on add filter. Click view KRS. Enter the company code 1000 and click execute. Once you click execute, so here you can see company code text, sales organization text, currency text, company code ID text, sales organization ID text, currency text. Please see, company code is 1000, but in each company code what you have Frankfurt, Berlin, Hamburg. For this each currency. Now you see, when I click on show log, when you double click on this generated SQL, here I try to filter on company code 1000. So let us copy this. Now please see, let us copy this. Close and click close. Let us scroll to the top. Right click on system. Click open SQL console. Copy paste the statement. Right click on the statement. So my voice is loud and clear, all the participants? Because I just got a message, my voice is not able to hear to the participants. Is everything okay, all the participants? Okay, thank you. So click on the visualize plan. Now you see here, now what is this visualize plan? A visualize plan is a plan how system choose to execute the data model. How system is trying to execute the data model. Now click on execute. Now please see what system does over here. Click on executed plan. Click on this column search. Click on this. Now click on expand this. What system is trying to do over here? System is trying to do parallel processing. So here you see there is a reduction phase. So system is trying to do in the back end. So it is trying to process all the joins automatically in the back end. So everything system can do. Just we need to generate the model. So here you see search on a table. Search on delta. You see the table is same. TVKO. The table is TVKO. Here also you have TVKO. But in each table is broken down into two parts. One is the delta area and the other one is called main area. So system is going to search both these areas. Please see. When I expand the catalog, when you go to a schema called best, what I'm trying to show you is how system is doing the processing. Expand the best schema. Expand tables. Once we expand the tables, let us right click on the table. So let us click on filter. Click on filter. Let us give the table name TV KOT. TVKO. Click whole word and click OK. Now once you click OK, now please see, double click on TVKO, click on runtime information, click on runtime information. Now do you see here? The total memory consumption in the main storage is 93 KB and the total consumption in delta storage is 249 KB. What I'm trying to show you here is a table is broken down into two parts. One is called the main area and the other one is called as delta area. So this is main and this is delta. Main area is optimized to read data, whereas delta is optimized to write data. So this is to read and this is to write. Now where do you think the number of entries that you have in this table is 88? Now do you think these 88 entries are in delta storage or main storage? Please see. Click on columns. Once you click on columns, the table is already compressed. Compression ratio means whenever the data moves from delta area to main area, whenever you move data, this is automatically done by system. It moves from delta area to main area, the data gets compressed. So this data is already compressed. Then you don't have any data over here. How do you know there is no data in delta storage? Click on the visualize plan. So what does it say here? 0 rows. Where? On delta. For 1000 you have 7 rows. From where these 7 rows are coming? From table. Search on a table means it is main area. So by reading delta and by reading main, finally what is the result? 7 rows. Now these 7 rows that has details about the company code are now passed to the next level of the join. T001 and TVKO. So here it is doing parallel processing. So everything is done. Do you see? Everything is done parallel processing. And finally the result is assembled over here. The result assembly. What is the result assembly? Result assembly means the data that is getting from the 4 different nodes, the data that you're getting from 4 different nodes like T001, TCURT, TVKO, TVKOT, everything is processed and finally it's getting 7 rows to the front end. This is nothing but build result. It is assembling the result. So this is how system is doing parallel processing. So when I go back, what I'm trying to show you is how this output came. This is what I'm trying to show you, how this output came. The system is doing the processing in the backend. And finally, one last point I would like to show you here. When you click on the show log, when you double click on the generated SQL, you see